Hello, I'm Jamel Anderson, and once again here giving you a couple of safety tips dealing with hurricane season. Yes, that dreaded word, hurricane season. Just want to let you know if you're wiring a dwelling in a flood zone or if you have to do some repairs in a flood zone, what to expect. And also FEMA regulations also states these as well. That if you're using non-metallic cabling and you're trying to wire up a location in a flood zone, it is not prohibited. The reason why is because the paper filament in these cablings, once it gets wet, it never dries out. It always remains wet. I will show you a couple of examples in a minute, and also you may say, well, it did get flooded out, it did get wet, but we haven't had no issues. In time, you will eventually see the problems, and I will show you that as well here. As you can see, this is non-metallic cabling. Everyone in the field call it Romex. This is the paper filament that once it gets submerged, it never dries out, and if it comes into a spark, it will just burn like a wick on a candle. It will just slowly burn, 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 burn. It may take up to a year or two before you could see any notice. This is one that we pulled out of a crawl space, and it was a year later, and this is what you see the effects. How the wires burnt up, the paper filament is still wet to the touch, it just never dries out. If you're going to rewire or redo your home crawl spaces, this is what is needed. It is called UF cable, underground burial cable. As you can see, there's no paper filament in the inside, so you don't have to worry about that. It is rated for damp locations. If you have any junction boxes underneath, that's the only thing you would have to worry about using this cabling. Also, I wanted to bring to your attention, if you have any devices on the exterior of your home that's in a flood zone or dwelling, or just outside in the exterior, they have to be weather resistant. So make sure you look on your devices before you purchase, or ask the electrician that's putting it in. Make sure that it has TR, WR. TR for residential homes is tamper resistant. WR is for weather resistant. We want to make sure they're weather resistant. They have a coating that actually lasts longer, and it is built for the weather. Also, last but not least, all of your circuits that's in a flood zone dwelling needs to be GFCI protected. Ground fault circuit interruption. You need to make sure it is protected. These are requirements and little tips to help you on this upcoming hurricane season, and pray that everyone does not get any flooding this year. Have a great one.